Jesse James was a lad who killed many a man. He robbed the Glendale train. He took from the rich and give to the poor. He'd a heart and a hand and a brain.
alarm bell's something new. They must have stayed up all night trying to figure out a way to discourage us.
Sorry I dropped the money.
Forget it.
How's it look?
Clean through. You know what they say? When you save a man's life, you assume his responsibilities.
There's only $100 on my head. I need much when you say it fast.
We got a long ways to go. Think you gonna hang on?
Sure. Where are we going?
Home.
ain't I'm not charitable. But Bob Ford's all healed now and able to get.
Says in the paper they're selling a handsome cuspidor secured by a
He
screw.
just spells trouble, him and his brother Charlie. Why don't they leave you alone?
You got out at the wrong side of the bed all week, see?
I ain't been to bed since you carried Bob in here with a bullet in his back.
He's a good boy. Been riding with me for a length of time.
Been living here for a length of time, too. 6 months. Don't mind your brother, Frank. But them Fords.
You've been a devoted wife, see? And I don't say that you speak falsely. I promise. Right after the...
What is it, Jess?
I only see one rider. Charlie Ford.
You can look at that map now if you want to. I spoke my piece.
What's ailing her?
It's funny. Wonder what happened. Why didn't Frank ride in with you?
He stayed behind to study the roads we'll have to use. We picked a good bank in Dodge City. The 4 of us can handle it without any trouble. No alarm bells this time.
When are we to meet him?
11 days from today. The bank will be fat. He'll be here. The west bank of the Arkansas River, a couple of miles from Wichita.
Thought you might be hungry.
Thanks, Z.
May as
No.
well sit. We're gonna eat.
I stopped by in town to find out what was new. Guess who's there, Bob? Your girl.
Cynthia? In St. Joe?
Yep. Still play acting, too. At the Opera House. Had a show last night, I was told.
You'll recognize...
They don't know us in St. Joe, Mr. Howard.
Watch out for Marshal Craig. And don't get into a gunfight.
That's not my intention.
You love Cynthia, don't you?
Since I was old enough to crawl.
Then why don't you marry her and settle down and buy land? You're a farmer at heart. We all are.
Cynthia, there's a very good friend of mine, a gentleman, well, someone I know, and he's seen the show every night this week. He says...
only opened last night.
Yeah, so he did. Well, maybe he saw the rehearsals. Anyhow, he's most anxious to see you. And he says...
Veronica, will you make up some more of that sugared water? I didn't like the stuff Harry fixed.
Well, look, he's a very important man. He's the Silver King of Colorado or something. And he feels...
Harry, how could you expect anyone to back our show if they've seen it?
Well, he's very fond of heartwarming dramas.
Oh, thanks. Oh, a little more water, please.
Now, look, how would it be if I brought him here sometime this week?
If you like.
Maybe tomorrow, or tonight, or just a minute. Mr. Kelly?
Yes.
Mr. Kelly, this is Miss Waters. Veronica?
How do you do, Miss Waters?
Mr. Kelly?
Well, what do you favor? Light opera?
Oh,
heavy opera?
Oh, yes,
Maybe heartwarming dramas.
Well, that,
Don't forget Lily Langtree.
Of course, Lily Langtree. Oh, please, Cynthia.
Miss Waters, Mr. Kane, you don't know this, but I've seen a lot of your shows. I saw you in Joplin,
Maybe Kansas City?
Oh, yes, Kansas City.
Jefferson City,
oh,
too,
yes,
huh?
Jefferson City, too.
That's fine.
Yes. Seen lots of your shows. All bad. But don't let that bother you, Miss Waters. I'm sure it wasn't your fault or Mr. Kane's. Just bad plays. But I'd like to talk to you a little more. Maybe I could see you after the show.
Mr. Kelly, if you're going to put a nickel in this show, you'll lose it. We don't make money.
Oh, Cynthia.
What is it, Veronica?
It's Mr. Miller. He's outside.
Hello, Harry. They want you outside, Harry.
Oh, Mr. Kelly, Mr. Miller.
Hello, Miller.
Are you a member of the company here?
No, my business is prospecting.
I didn't hear.
I like Miss Waters' acting very much. Do you have a match, Mr. Miller?
Yeah.
Miss Waters, don't be worried about me losing any money in your show. I don't have any, but I'd still like to talk to you again.
Cynthia Waters.
Listen to me 3 years ago. We could have been married. You're a good farmer.
Farmer. After the next night.
And what if lead poisoning sets in first? When I marry, it won't be to a man on the run.
Cynthia.
Look at Jesse's wife. The last time I saw her hiding out in a mountain cabin, she looked 50 instead of 30. I don't want that kind of a life.
Maybe you don't feel for me the way she feels about Jess.
I'm still in Missouri. Oh.
Yeah.
When you're free, I'll marry you.
All right. I'm leaving the James gang for good.
I know Mr. Meredith. He's the prosecuting attorney of Jackson County.
Tell him I'm gonna be a farmer.
Gone long enough to get 10 pardons. What did Meredith say?
Pumped Cynthia livid trying to find out where I'm hiding. Said if I gave myself up, he'd see I only got 20 years. 20 years.
Think they may have followed you back from St. Louis?
No. Where's Jess?
Took Z and the kids to church. Did Meredith tell her what the governor just came out with? Everybody in St. Joe's been talking about it. Don't seem to worry Jess none.
What?
Amnesty for any of the gang who turns in Jess, dead or alive.
Amnesty?
Yeah, act of pardon. Means if you're on the run and you turn in Jess, you're free.
No time in jail?
Not even a day.
Means you could walk down the street and nobody'd bother you?
Yeah, it means just that.
Means I could get married.
Yeah. $10,000 goes for that, dead or alive.
Means you could buy a farm.
Nobody could take Jess alive. That'd be suicide.
She wouldn't have to tear up old wheat sacks to make herself a pair of drawers.
Bob, what are you...
I'm thinking of Cynthia.
What about Frank James? What'd you do that for?
You mean I'm afraid of Frank?
Ain't you?
Sure. If I want to think I'm afraid or say I'm afraid, I'll think it and I'll say it. Nothing gonna stop me from marrying Cynthia. Nothing.
Hey, Bob! Bob! Hey, hurry up, Bob! That's wonderful. It's more like it. It's nice and warm now.
Be back in a minute.
Bob,
Yeah?
pick up that blanket, will you? It's a Colt 45. Improved pattern. Silver mounted, pearl handle.
It's beautiful. Loaded.
Sure, when I give a present, I like to make it complete. Well, go ahead, Bob. What are you waiting for? There's my back. Here, scrub it.
Hey, Bob! I'm going to town. I'll see you in the morning.
What are you doing poking around out there, Bob? Come on in, let's talk. It's kind of lonesome without Frank around.
It ain't lawful. Even folks in town who don't like Jesse James is saying it ain't lawful.
Don't you fret about it, Z.
It's just as if the governor was advertising to hire an assassin to go and kill you unawares.
I ain't killed yet, Z. I pick my friends, and I know them. No friend of mine would swallow that immunity offered by the governor. Ain't that... What are you so nervous for? Did Cynthia turn you down?
Yeah, kinda.
Think I'll go into St. Joe and buy a new horse.
You can fetch the children home from school with you.
Yeah, I'll do that, Z. I'm tired. Guess maybe Z's right. time I settle down. That's what you ought to do, Bob. Get yourself a wife and a home.
That's what I'm aiming to do, Jess.
It's only 11 o'clock. I think I'll wait until later this afternoon and go in town. It's an awful hot day. Kind of naked without no weapons. No, sir. Nothing like putting around a home.
The governor didn't conspire with you to assassinate Jesse. The reward is $5,000 for his apprehension. 5 for conviction. All you get is 500.
You ought to see the way the folks look at me when I walk down the street. You ought to see them, Bob. That $10,000?
500.
What happened to the rest of it?
What's the difference? I got enough to buy Cynthia a ring, a diamond ring, a great big one. You can be best man.
Oh, not me. I'm not hanging around waiting for a ball from Frank James's gun or buckshot from some of the folks what don't like what happened to Jess.
You scared?
He'll get you, Bob. He'll get both of us. I'm riding out. Stake me, Bob?
Here's 100.
Thanks, Bob. Watch yourself.
Yeah. I still got enough to buy Cynthia a big diamond ring.
Miss Waters. Miss Waters. I beg your pardon. It's Kelly. John Kelly. I was talking to the manager, Mr. Kane. Told me you changed your mind. You're not going to leave the show. I'm glad to hear it. There's something troubling you, Miss Waters. Can't I help? I'm living at the North Hotel if there's anything I can do to help. John Kelly, North Hotel.
Cynthia. What's the matter?
How could you have done it? Jesse, your best friend. How, Bob? How?
I didn't do it for the reward.
I know.
And why are you looking at me like I'm poison?
Can't you understand what's happened?
You got me kind of all mixed up.
When you pulled that trigger, all the love I had for you...
But I done it for you.
Oh, don't say that. Don't ever say that.
Well, it's true, Cynthia.
Can't you see how wrong it was?
It was legal.
It was murder.
Don't look at it that way. You ought to be proud of me. The governor's grateful. The law says it's legal. Don't look at it no other way.
What other way can I look at it?
Cynthia, I ain't on the run no more. I can walk down the street and nobody, not even the whole militia, can bother me.
That's what the shooting means to you.
What it means to me, it means I'm a free man. Ain't that what you wanted, Cynthia? Ain't it? It weren't easy shooting, Jess. It weren't easy. There's nothing I wouldn't do to have you. Nothing. Your wedding ring.
I can't.
Cynthia!
You're hurting me.
What do you think you're doing to me? Listen, Cynthia, when I killed Jess, I had a cause. If you turn against me, I got no reason.
The way you did it, Bob, well, can't you understand the love I had for you?
Oh, it ain't that. Something else has turned you from me. Ain't a murderer. So there's gotta be a reason. Kelly, that's who it is. Kelly.
You're talking crazy.
What was he doing here when I came in? Did you see him much when I was in jail?
Stop it!
I knew there had to be a reason. I knew.
Bob, you're wrong about Kelly. He's got nothing to do with us.
Come in.
You've got to leave St. George at once, right away.
I have to. What?
Bob Ford's going to kill you.
Yeah? Why?
Because he thinks we're in love.
Well, he does, huh?
Yes.
How does he know?
There's no time to waste. You've got to leave.
Is that an order?
It's a fact that'll save your life.
Or, his?
Oh, please, Mr. Kelly.
Just a minute, Miss Waters. We hardly know each other
There's
up to
no
now.
time to...
Well, you're not giving me any chance to get to know you. You barge in here and tell me I have to run away just because that hot-headed Ford says we're lovers. Don't make sense.
His guns do.
Yeah, that does give him quite an edge.
He's dangerous.
Why? Because he killed his best friend?
Look, I'm telling you to go because I don't want any more bloodshed. He's jealous and...
Was, Jesse James in love with you, too?
It was for the amnesty.
And not the reward.
He wanted to be free to marry me. Look, we're wasting time. He's on his way up here now looking for you.
I don't think he'll shoot unless I turn my back.
He killed Jesse James because of me. He didn't want money. He wanted me. Just as if I'd pull that trigger myself. And now he thinks we're lovers. Oh, don't you see, Mr. Kelly? I don't want any more murders because of me. Please help me.
I'm sorry. I didn't understand.
Then you go at once right now.
The 11?
Yes.
I don't believe you. You couldn't love him. I don't like what I'm doing, but if it's what you want, it's good enough for me. Come on.
Eight.
10.
Yeah, there goes another 4 bits. So you really know the whole clan, hmm?
All of them. Mother of the Dalton boys was Adelaide Younger, half-sister of the Younger brothers. Cousins of the James boys.
6.
9.
So they're all kind of related.
Just one big family. Cole and Jim and Bob and John Younger and Grat and Emmett Dalton and Frank and Jess and Jim Reed and Belle Starr and their son.
Four.
8. Just having a run of bad luck.
Yeah. Would you mind letting me look at that 45 now? You know, this gun will probably end up in a museum someday.
Not while I'm alive to tow it.
Curtain will go up the usual time. You better hurry up. I mean, take your time. I'll see you later.
I'll be around. I'm waiting for you, Cynthia. I'm sorry for what I said. I was wrong about Kelly. He checked out of town. You ain't sore, are you?
No.
You know, I've been thinking about us, and it's wrong for us to get married now. I know what you were trying to tell me without hurting my feelings.
Do you, Bob?
Sure, it ain't right for a man to get married if he ain't got enough money to take care of his wife. So I got myself a job.
On a farm?
No.
Well, whatever it is, I'm proud of you.
Well, I hope you feel that way when I tell you what it is.
You want me to guess?
I'm gonna be a performer.
And I'm going to ride Jumbo in Barnum Circus in New York.
Well, Mr. Kane and I talked it over. I'm gonna be what he called a special added attraction.
Well?
Well, every night I'm gonna show folks how I showed Jess.
No.
That's what I aim to do.
You lost your mind? How can you put yourself up like a freak?
People pay
I don't care about people. I'm talking about you, Bob Ford. How do you feel about it? You mean you're going to use Jesse as a... Oh, Bob.
What's the difference? He's dead. I gotta make money so we can get married, and farming will take too long. I don't regret what I done because it was to have you. I don't regret what I aim to do because the whole thing's kind of tied up in one big reason.
I can't stomach you using Jesse's ghost.
You're right about that, Cynthia. Look, I ain't much good with words, but it seems to me that real honest love is like ghosts, which everybody hears about and few people see. Well, I see it, I feel it, and I got it. If that can't make you see what's driving me on, nothing can. I just want a chance to prove I ain't no murderer, traitor, or assassin.
It's a hot day.
I think I'll dust off some of these pictures.
Blank.
A wandering minstrel man I am, I sing my songs in trade, and in the course of traveling, my fortune I have made. If I sing a lilting air to any pretty miss, even though she may be shy, she pays me with a kiss. Now in this room I feel an urge to tell you what I think. If someone pays the cost, I'll trade a ballad for a drink.
Give him a drink. I just blew into town. I can use a drink, mister. I'll sing you one everybody likes. The song everybody likes. Jesse James
was a lad that killed many a man. He robbed the Glendale train. He took from the rich and give to the poor. He'd a heart and a hand and a brain. Young Jesse had a wife who mourned for his life. 3 children, they were brave. But the dirty little coward what shot Mr. Howard has laid Jesse dead in his grave. 'Cause it was Robert Ford, the dirty little cow. Anything wrong, mister?
I'm Robert Ford.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Ford. I didn't know.
So everybody likes it, huh?
Oh, nobody likes it very much, Mr. Ford.
Go on, sing it.
Oh, please, Mr. Ford.
I want to hear it.
'Cause it was Robert Ford, the dirty little cow. I can't.
Sing it.
'Cause it was Robert Ford, the dirty little coward. Wonder how he feels. He ate of Jesse's bread and slept in Jesse's bed. Then he laid Jesse dead in his grave. Jesse James sat at home on a Saturday night, talking to his family brave. Robert Ford come around like a thief in the night and laid Jesse dead in his grave. No man you ever saw on the side of the law could take Jesse dead or alive. 'Twas his friend Robert Ford who collected that reward by shooting Jesse James on the sly. Young Jesse had a wife who mourned for his life. 3 children, they were brave. But the dirty little coward what shot Mr. Howard has laid Jesse dead in his grave.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! I'm out of bullets!
Why pick me for target practice?
You shot Jesse James. Anybody would shoot you becomes the biggest gunman in the country.
find you. You've got to get out of town. I overheard some men talking. You're the target for every good and happy man around you. They think killing you will make them famous. It isn't safe for you here anymore.
It'll be the same wherever I go.
You could change your name.
No, I'm not going to do what Jesse did.
But you can't go on like this. Every minute I expect someone to shoot you.
So do I.
What are we going to do, Bob?
Well, there's a silver strike in Colorado. Maybe if I go there, I might...
Please.
No, I'm not going to change my name.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
What did you mean?
It's about us.
Cynthia, might take short time, might take long. If I strike it rich, I'll send for you.
Bob,
I'm leaving tonight.
Howdy, mister.
Howdy. My horse is beat. Brush him off.
I'll do that.
Feed him, too.
I'll feed him with...
You got a clean stall for my horse?
Why, sure. You look like you could use a clean stall yourself.
Where do I find one?
There's not a room in the whole town, mister. Unless you can talk yourself into one down to Silver King. And that's down the street to the left. You can't miss it.
It's a sure thing. It's worth $1 million. Now, if I could just start right along...
Sorry, Lucky, nobody will grub stake you on that piece of ground.
Well, could you loan me a $50?
No, you owe too much already.
Hello, room.
Filled up, unless you want the bridal suite, $100 a night. Say, how'd you like to sell that ring?
I got a little more than $40. How about that room?
We're doubling up. If you can get the fella here in 124 to share his with you, it'll be $10 for the night.
Where is it?
Upstairs, to the right.
It's open.
Yeah, I know you. You're Kelly.
Hi, Miller.
Hi, I got no place to sleep. You mind if I share your room?
It's big enough. Help yourself. How are things in St. Joe?
Quiet. Guess everybody and his brother's in town.
That's the way these booms are. It's lucky it's this time of year. No snow on the ground. Makes it easier to find the veins. This your first crack at it?
Yeah.
You're gonna find it pretty rough, Miller. There's a lot of old-timers here know every rock and hole in Colorado.
Well, before I share your room, I ought to tell you my name ain't Miller.
That's none of my business.
I ain't ashamed of it. It's Ford, Robert Ford. How about the room?
Still big enough. You, through with this?
No, leave it there.
Talking about you again, Mr. Kelly. Everybody likes you.
No chance.
It's good paying money. They'd make you marshal in 5 minutes.
I've been kicking around too long to hang up in one place.
Is that what you want? Ending up like most of these broken down sourdoughs?
I got no reason to stick around this town.
Sure wish you'd change your mind. All the storekeepers think highly of you.
Joe, all peacemakers are targets. That's not for me.
What have you got to eat?
Sweet corn, cornmeal mush, corn pone with cracklings, and corn whiskey.
I'll have it.
Beautiful dreamer, wake unto me.
Say,
You remember Cynthia Waters?
Yeah, I remember.
Gonna bring her back a mountain of money.
Is that what she wants?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get married when I strike it.
Queen of my song, list while I woo thee with soft melody. Gone are the
That's what Cynthia used to sing to me.
Life's busy throng, beautiful dreamer, awake unto me. Beautiful dreamer, awake unto me.
Kelly Millette, I made it. Look at it. A tunnel carry $200. Yahoo!
Be careful now, Soapy, be careful. Don't let anybody know where. You're drunk.
Sure I'm drunk. Come on, let's all get drunk.
Jug your best for my friend Soapy.
Those men with him, you know them?
Oh.
Looks like they're gonna strike it rich tonight, too.
A man gets that drunk, it's his own neck. Whiskey.
All you gotta do is sign, Soapy, and we give you $500 in cash.
I want.
We're buying your rights for $500.
In cash.
Remember?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure.
Come on, Soapy. I'm going to take you home.
Come on, give it over.
That's his own fault. Anything can happen to a man when he ain't got his guns. That old drunk there, if you want his mind, why don't you shoot him and take him? I don't like a man going around the back way and pulling a sneak.
Kelly, you're great.
Come on, Soapy. I'm going to take you home.
Yahoo!
Where's Kelly?
He got up early.
Where'd he go?
He checked out.
Where's Kelly?
Nobody tells anybody where they're working a claim.
Oh, he ain't anybody. He stole my ring.
Kelly wouldn't.
He checked out. Bring me some coffee.
Heard what you did for me last night, Mr. Ford, and I want to tell you it was decent of you. And you're wrong about Kelly. I think maybe if you...
Who asked you to think?
You're here to make a strike, ain't you? You got a piece of ground? Ever do any prospecting?
You know, for an old man, you ask a lot of questions.
Yeah, but I guess you're right. Everybody wants to live long, but nobody wants to be old. I'm old and a little tired.
Well, I just left a bet. You can have it.
No, I mean tired of working my mind. I was thinking maybe you
Look, you don't have to give me a reward for shooting them two fellas.
Who said anything about a reward? You'll have to work. And you can't tell. We're liable to run into Kelly anywhere along the river.
What do you want to cut me in for? You struck it. What do you need anyone for?
The bartender told me why you was here for diggings. Most of us just want the money. You wanted to get hitched. That's the highest point in a man's life, Mr. Ford. Getting hitched.
What are you driving at?
There ain't no place so high that you can't reach it with a burro's load of pay dirt.
You know, you don't look like a man that makes much sense. But you sure do.
Why sit here eating your heart out, waiting for a man you think stole your ring, when you got a chance to win gold and wear it or hoard it or spend it or lend it or lose it? Or use it to get hitched?
I got nothing to work with.
You got hands. Hardtack, ain't it?
Shot that mountain lion, which was only 20 feet behind Soapy. We've been digging for weeks, and we're going to keep on digging. Nighttime is when it's... well, it's nighttime.
What'll you do if he does strike it rich?
I don't know.
I don't remember if it was Shakespeare or Aristotle, but one of them once said, "No one loves the man whom he fears."
Telegram.
For me?
No, for you, Miss Cynthia.
wear black before, but now it kind of makes you seem taller.
Hello, Bob.
Yeah, well, not taller, maybe. You're looking kind of different.
Perhaps I'm tired.
Yeah. Now, your telegram said you'd be arriving at 6.
It was the other way around. I said we'd be leaving at 6.
Yeah, I'm kind of mixed up. Oh, I see you brought him with you.
Well, Harry had a little tough luck in St. Joe, and he thought for...
Now, as long as this is a boom town, maybe they'd like to pay money for a real heartwarming drama.
Yeah, well, I hope you got yourself a new leading lady, Harry, because Cynthia and I, Come on, I got a surprise for you. What's the matter, Cynthia? Don't you like it? I guess you're all wore out from the trip. You know, I sent to Denver for a dressmaker to make your wedding dress.
Oh, you've gone to a lot of trouble, Bob, and I...
You know, people see us courting. It'll be the biggest wedding in... No, it ain't the trip that started yet. There's something bothering you. You know, when something bothers us, we gotta talk things out when something bothers us. Come in. Go on.
All right, tell him.
I stole your ring when you went to sleep that night.
Give it to him. Go on, get out of here. Don't ever call me a thief. You can put that ring on your finger now, Mrs. Ford.
I'm not Mrs. Ford yet.
You go freshen up. You must be tired, huh? I'll fix up a room for Kane and myself. Go freshen up.
That clerk shot out of here like a bullet. I know the minute you blew back, you'd clear that up.
Did the same thing last year in Jefferson City.
When you grabbed him behind his desk, I sure thought he was a dead one. How'd you make out with your claim?
No good.
You should have come in with me and Ford. He's rich now, real rich. You need any grub staking?
Nope.
You got any money? You going out to hammer them hills again?
Got a cigar?
Sure.
How long did you say it would take to make me marshal?
5 minutes.
You better tell your friends. Fellas gotta eat. Let me have my bag.
You got a reason to stay in town now, eh?
Yep.
Hey, did you see the bride?
She's no bride yet.
Veronica, better wait with those bags. Have you told him yet?
I couldn't.
Why are you wasting time? I'm not particularly fond of him, but even a traitor like Bob Ford...
Harry.
Yes, even he deserves consideration.
It isn't easy.
Of course it isn't easy, but you've got to tell them the truth. Tell them that you're on your way to Denver, that we're going to open a new show. Cynthia, perhaps I've exaggerated now and then about your acting ability, but your honesty, that's a quality I've always admired in you.
Thank you, Harry.
So you'll tell him you're not going to marry him now.
I can't.
Why? Why? Why can't you?
I'm afraid of him.
All right, Veronica. You can take the bags in. Well, I guess I'm stuck in this town, too.
You heard him, Veronica.
I bought her 20 dresses, and say, you ought to try getting married, too,
Mr.
Soapy.
Think what we could do here. I'm offering you a chance to invest in the first professional theater in the town of Creve.
How much gold did it
We
take?
could make it a double wedding, just you and me and...
Gold is nothing but the last corruption of degenerate man. But to be just a little corrupt for the sake of art, that I wouldn't mind.
How much?
I bought her hats and dresses and shoes and...
How much gold will it take?
Now you're talking like an intelligent bachelor. Anyone can get married. Mr. Soapy, I just wanted it.
Hello.
Hello.
Going to marry him tomorrow.
Well, not tomorrow.
You're not ever going to marry him because I won't let you. Pack up.
You can't come in here and tell me what to do.
You didn't let that stop you when you ordered me out of St. Joe.
You're making it worse for me.
Cynthia, we don't need talk to understand each other. You don't love him.
I can't hurt him.
And why did you come here? Tell me.
Well,
Why?
I wanted to tell him to his face.
What were you going to say? What were you going to say? What?
I'm sorry for you. I could never marry you. I don't love you, Bob. I don't love you. I really don't love you. I don't love you, Bob. I don't love you. I really don't love you. I don't love you.
It's Kelly.
Oh, Kelly.
It's Veronica.
She's not here. Frank! Frank James.
Hello, Cynthia. Sit down. Sit down, Mr. Kelly. I'm not looking for you. I'm looking for Bob Ford. Tried to climb into Bob's room, but his window was locked.
You kill him, you'll hang.
Shut up. Sit down. I didn't mean to listen to what you were saying, Cynthia. I got a little reckless and knocked over a bottle of perfume. Ain't used to female things, you know.
I know how you feel, James.
Shut up. As soon as we hear the verdict, we'll get back to work. I still can't figure out how Kelly got the best of Frank James.
Mr. Kelly happens to be he's a very smart man.
What do you think they'll give Frank? 10 years, maybe?
I don't know.
What number do you want to rehearse?
Maybe 20 years, maybe.
They'll never keep him in jail, Bob. He's been there a week, but they won't keep him long.
You're right. The trial is over. Waiter.
How many years did it?
He's free.
I don't understand. There was a price on his head.
There is, Bob. But not in Colorado. I don't have to kill you. But I'm going to tell you something that will kill you. You're aiming to marry Cynthia. When you put your lips up close to her, she'll be kissing you. But she'll be thinking of Kelly. It's you she's sorry for, but it's him she wants.
See the marshal?
I kept away because of you, but I don't like this hiding from him.
Everybody knows what he'll do the minute he sees you.
Well, I've got to figure out some way to talk to him.
But he's crazy with jealousy.
I'm not going to run away from something I want.
Then take me away anywhere. Let's leave
You would
right
like that? Do you want to spend the rest of your life behind a bolted door?
They tell me Ford's on his way over here.
Well, I've got to talk to him.
He'll kill you.
I've got to try and talk some sense into him. I hope what I'm going to do now turns out right. For all of us.
I hope so.
Someday you'll need my love at last.
You got your back to me, Kelly! Turn around! Turn around, Kelly!
Go on, shoot.
I ain't waiting, Kelly. Turn around!
Keep away from your gun and listen.
I'm listening.
I was hoping I could talk some sense into you without the help of...
I'm still listening.
She's not gonna marry you. She came here to tell you that.
We both love her. You in your way and me in my way. Some men will kill for a woman. Some won't. You won't because you don't love her enough.
Just wouldn't listen to me.
Tell you something I ain't ever told anyone. I'm sorry for what I done to Jess. I loved him.